Prospecting for gold in San Bernardino, California. Hey Chris, tell us what we're doing out here.
Hey, so what we're doing is we're gonna be digging down in this creek bed right here, and then we're gonna dig above the creek bed. So we're gonna do two different cleanouts today.
We found our spot and set up the Keen 190 dry washer. But who's that guy?
Got my buddy Sean out here today, digging hard. And that's all.
Luca and Finney got working hard, marking the spot where we were gonna dig. This was a brand new spot I've never dug at before, but is close to my own claim, the Narrows. And the materials seemed very similar, which was a good sign, and lots of potential. But just when I was getting excited, things took a turn for the worst. The ground was wet. A gold prospector's worst nightmare when using a dry washer. Wet material clogs up the machine and requires you to rerun the dirt multiple times so the dirt can separate from the gold and the riffles.
So it's a little depressing because the dirt is so wet, it's gonna take a lot to just run a little bit of dirt because we have to rerun it so many times. It's a bit discouraging, but you know what? We're just prospecting anyways. We're gonna see if there's gold here. So if we get a little bit, it'll kind of give us an indication that we should come back and dig here. So at least we have that.
Hey Sean, that's just a rock, but it's a special rock. Back to wet dirt. After dealing with it as long as we could, we decided to initiate Operation Clean Out. Ooh, dusty. Those are the rocks that we dug out while digging. And that's the hole. Since this was a sample hole and the ground was wet, we just stopped when we hit this false bedrock layer. It was time to move spots and dig a new hole. We decided on this spot, the inside curve of the creek. But before we got started, it was snack time. And epic stick fork fights. Wait, stick sword fights. Stick sword fights. We quickly broke ground on our new spot.
So this spot is way better, way better. The material is awesome, a lot of small rocks. This is definitely where the river settled long time ago. You can tell on this curve, if you look up at the mountains around us, you can tell where the river used to run when it was really high up. This great material is actually dry somewhat, so we only have to run it through one more time after the initial run. This is awesome. I'm really excited to see the results from this hole.
While I was digging the new hole with my buddy Sean, my reclamation expert was refilling our hole, along with his brother. Now look at the gravel we pulled out of that hole. A great indicator for gold here. We stopped digging and cleaned out the dry washer. We put the cons from this clean out into the orange Home Depot bucket. That's important to note. Since we prospected two holes, we want to make sure we know where the gold came from. We panned out the results from the first hole we dug using the white bucket, and I got the results I expected, consistent with nearby creek beds. It's flour gold, but super easy digging when the ground is dry. Onward to clean out number 2. This was the clean out I was most excited about. Would there be gold? And if there was, would it be chunky or fine? And the gold was chunkier. Super excited. This spot has endless potential and I'll definitely be heading back. If you like finding gold, please like and subscribe to my channel. Chris Undertaking out and heavy pans.